Hello friends, in the YouTube channel Advocate Amit Kumar Gupta. Today we are going to discuss a very important case. The name of the case is AMRNATH AGGARWAL Builders Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. This case has been reported in 99 ITR at page number 194 and the matter has been decided by AMRITSAR ITAT. The date of the judgment is 11th August 2022. In this case, the facts are like this. The Assessee is a real estate company. The Assessee has paid an amount of rupees 1 crore 10 lakh for the purchase of land. Out of this 1 crore 10 lakh, 80 lakh is for the advance payment, that is known as earnest money, and rupees 30 lakh was paid to the government as a fees. The land was disputed. There was some matter going on between the seller of the land and the government and the farmers, and ultimately the outcome of that dispute was that the seller lost its matter in the High Court. When the seller was not able to sell the land to the assessee tried to recover the amount, but he could not recover the amount, due to which the assessee has to write off this amount as a loss of the business into its profit and loss account. When assessee filed his income tax return, in the income tax return, the assessee claimed this expense under the column bad debt, because there is no specific column loss of the business in the income tax return form. When the learned assessing officer was doing the assessment, the assessing officer disallowed this loss and said that it cannot be claimed as a revenue expenditure. The assessee went to the CIT appeal, and CIT appeal also upheld the order of the learned assessing officer. The assessee has left no option other than going to the ITAT. When this matter went to the ITAT examined the facts, examined the order of the learned assessing officer and learned CIT appeal, and said that the assessee has to put this amount into the column of the bad debt, because there is no specific column or mark under which the assessee can show this amount into the return form. So the assessee has to show this amount as in bad debt. But the nature of the expense was, it was loss of the business. The plea of the assessing officer that it is not a bad debt, because before becoming the debt as a bad, it has to be first debtor, because it was not a debtor in the case of the assessee, it was an advance to the seller. But the ITAT said that because the assessee was to hold this asset as a stock in trade, it was the nature of the business of the assessee, that assessee was purchasing the land, buildings, and then selling it or constructing it and giving it on rent, and it was the real estate business of the assessee for which the assessee was to purchase this land. So ITAT said that this amount is a revenue expenditure and can be claimed by the assessee as a business expense. So the ITAT reversed the order of the assessing officer and CIT appeal. There was a very famous case recently decided by the Supreme Court. The name of the case is Khyati Realtors Private Limited. In that case also a similar issue was there. Some real estate assessee was there and it has paid the advance amount, which was disallowed by the Supreme Court. But in that particular case, the assessee was not able to put the evidence on the file that it was really given for the purpose of the business, because the agreement was not there. It had become a bad debt in a very short period of time. The assessee has not taken the appropriate steps to recover that amount, and the assessee was not in a position to satisfy the court that actually the bad debt has happened and that transaction was for the business. So, because simply a decision has come from the Supreme Court cannot apply in all the cases, because the facts of that case were totally different. In that case, the position of the assessee was very weak in respect of evidences. But in this particular case, the assessee was well supported with the documents. So the ITAT gave relief to the assessee. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is AMRNATH AGGARWAL, Builders Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. Thank you, friends.